Okay, so today I want to take you to the place where Dave and I first started selling our pies, the Armada Flea Market. So it's really awesome being that it is a flea market along with a farmer's market. So the farmer's market attract a lot of people and the flea market attract even more people. So you've got maybe on a good Sunday like 10,000 people walking through there. So it's a great opportunity. There's a lot of foot traffic and we'll see how it goes today. Been watching the weather forecast and they're calling for 92 degrees today. So here we are in early August in Michigan and it's going to be a hot one. So we've got to get there early if we want to get the good deals at the flea market and the best selection of produce. So I'm ready to go. I've got my long sleeve sun protection clothes on. I've got my hat on, my sunscreen. I've actually got my sunglasses and my water bottle. Don't forget your water bottle. I've got closed-toed shoes on, being that there's a lot of gravel there. Oh, I've got my money, I got my cash, and I got my backup reserve cash in case I go over my budget. Then I can go into my reserve cash. And okay, I'm ready to buy all the vegetables for the week that I need from all the local farmers. This is my friend Laurie, and we buy her maple syrup and sell it at our 6 pie shops. And at first I thought, as a retailer, I was not able to buy her syrup, being, as you see on her label, this is processed in a facility that is not inspected by the Department of Ag. So I was like, no, you can sell it over your table at the market all day long under the cottage food law. And Laurie was telling me, no, I can sell it to you. I sell it to a few other grocery stores and meat markets. And I'm like, I don't think you can do that. And she's like, yes, I can. I'm like, no, I don't think you can. So instead of getting into a big fight with Laurie and arguing with her, I decided to go home and check my facts.
Do some research.
Yep, get on the internet, ask Mr. Google Pants, who's right.
Right.
So I was so happy to find out that there was 2 exemptions to the law, and that was maple syrup and honey. So these are 2 products here in Michigan that are exempt from having to have a inspected kitchen by the Department of Ag to be able to sell to a third-party retailer. We always like to support our local farmers and our local food processors, and it's really great that that I found Laurie and her husband John, and I'm really excited about carrying their product. I think it's going really well. We've had a couple of our stores already put 2 or 3 orders in.
Yes.
And what Laurie's thinking about doing is expanding her line. So it's not just maple syrup in 4 different shades and a lot of different sizes. One of the very smart things to do, I think, is expand your line. What else can she do with her maple syrup? And what do you got in mind, Laurie?
Sugar and coated nuts, cashews and almonds.
Okay.
And cotton candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Laurie has a product that's not highly perishable. So you can just pack all this up and take it back to your kitchen and sell it a week from now or 6 months from now, right? What's your expiration?
If we keep it right, it's good for pretty much ever.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we keep it cool and out of the sun, we're good.
It's not like a pie.
No.
So my pie's 4-day shelf life. So what I didn't sell here at the market, I had to have a really good plan B if I overbaked and produced too many pies. And it was really hot like this, so. So we've been doing business with Mr. Frantz for 3 years. And we found him here at the market, and we asked if he would supply our 6 pie shops with honey. And at first you were reluctant. Why is that?
I tried supplying stores before, and if raw honey would crystallize in the store, then they want you to come and get it and take it back, liquefy it again, and I didn't want the hassle of that. I just was a little bit reluctant of taking on another venture, I guess, but it's worked out fine. Your employees have been great all the way from the receiving to the office. I never had a moment's problem. Everybody's very friendly, and we just get along good.
So in other words,
If it crystallizes, you set it in warm water and bring it back.
okay.
Don't microwave it, because it kills all the enzymes.
I don't do that. I'm just thinking, I just bought one of these, but gee, this is so nice. I like the unfiltered.
Yeah, that just came right out of the extractor.
Well, it's always great to have conversations with your clientele over the table and share information like that. That's how it gets out, right?
Right, and I have people walk up here and they'll say, "Is this your honey? Do you have the bees?" And that rings a bell with them.
Yes, because they want to know the name of the
Yeah.
farmer.
Yeah.
And they
And
want to know
can
the
we
name.
come to the farm this winter? And I say, yeah, I have people come to the house all winter. You
What,
know,
like for a field trip and stuff?
No, they just come to buy more honey if they run out.
That's
you
like
know.
the homeschoolers want to come
Yeah.
over and learn how to make honey.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting. That's great. You got to share your knowledge.
Yeah, and I've been at it for 50 years, I guess, and I'm learning every day. So
Yeah.
a lot of times I'll come here at the market and I'll learn something about bees just from some casual conversation.
Oh, yeah. What about you boys? Do you ever help with harvesting the honey?
Yeah, I had both of them all week last week. Well, Danny works construction job, so he had a couple days off. He helped me a couple days, and Levi, his friend there, helped me every day last week.
Okay.
And we got through everything once, put more boxes back on. So we'll go through them again this fall.
How heavy are those boxes?
Probably a decent medium-sized box will weigh around 60 pounds. The deeps will weigh 90 plus. And then you're stretched out. They're heavy.
It's a workout.
Yes, yeah. Especially when 75 years old, they get really heavy.
I'm glad you got the next generation
Yeah,
here. This
yeah.
would be the third generation.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Yep, my dad had bees, and that's what we started out. Started out with 2 colonies, just as a little bit of a hobby.
So you'd be fourth generation. If your dad
No.
had bees,
My dad, me, and him is the third.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, his dad too.
his dad too.
Yeah,
so
you'd
he's
be
fourth
exactly
generation.
4. Yeah, he's my grandson. So.
Oh, that's great.
four
It's a
gen-
great trade to pass down.
Just work ethic, I guess, and
Yeah.
learning how to do something other than play a video game.
Okay, so we just got back from the Armada Flea Market today. When we talked to C.R Frantz today, it was a great experience to watch him market his product, and you didn't even really realize that he was quote unquote marketing his product, right? It's not like he had some stellar marketing training and maybe he worked at Neiman Marcus or something and learned how to really sell that product. He was just acting himself. He was natural. He had a natural conversation going with those couples. And as he was talking, other people that were standing around his table or walking by in the vicinity could also hear what he was saying. They might not have purchased. In fact, I don't think they did purchase, did they? But other people were hearing this and they might come back to his booth. It's always great when you have an opportunity to talk about your product, whether the people buy or not. It's like doing a commercial. It's advertising your product. He was really quiet and sitting in his chair. You know, when I was there, I was a little louder, standing up, talking, really trying to broadcast to everybody because I knew everybody around, their heads were turning. What is she saying about that apple pie? What I felt was really cool was that his grandson that was sitting right next to him heard everything that Grandpa was saying. So Mr. Frantz was also training his grandson. So when it's time for his grandson to take over, he's going to know exactly what to say and how to say it. So if you thought I brought you some value today, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and share it with your friends.